Today I want to show you some awesome things because I went outside and I did make some picture of rusty bins and I saved those pictures and imported to my PC to create my own rusty brush. And I want to show you today how to make a custom brush from a picture you made outside. And after creating this brush, I'm gonna show you how to apply it on this oil barrel. You can download this oil barrel object for free, link in the description. I'm gonna show you how it works. This are my pictures I make. I make some videos and picture about the rust. And as you can see, I got a couple of photos, as you can see. So I'm gonna use this photo. You can download this photo in the link in the description. So first thing we need to do is drag and drop the photo you like. So in my case, it will be this photo. And then when I drag and drop it, you need to click insert as new layer. Now you got this layer, but you see it's not centered right. So if you use the key Ctrl T, you can drag your image. When you hold Shift and drag the corner, you can make it smaller. So you make it smaller and then we got it centered. Then we press enter and then we have this picture. Next thing we need to do is make this picture gray. So we need to press Ctrl Shift and U and then we press OK. So now we make this picture gray. The next thing you need to do is pressing Ctrl L and then we need to drag the black to the right. So the most darker spots will be more dark. And when we drag the white to the left, you see, and now you see the contrast. And when we press now OK, you see we got a black and white version. But we want to have those black inverted. We want the white pieces, we want that black, and the black we want that white. So what we can do is pressing Ctrl I. So we change it to white. And we do this because so that we paint the white areas, right? Next thing we need to do is go to the file in the left corner and then we go to export. Then you need to the drop down menu and go to PNG. You need to find the PNG version and then you can save it where you want it. So in this case, give it this name and I press save. I make sure only this one is enabled, then I press OK. And now we need to go back to Blender. So now it's time for the fun part. I want to ask you to download these textures, link in the description, because we're gonna texturing and painting the oil barrel with rust. So for the barrel itself, we're gonna use this texture, make a new folder for it, download it and put it in the folder. Then we got this free oil drum, free oil barrel. You can download it, link in the description as well. Then we got this rust texture also for free. And if you can download this one. So make sure you got all those textures at one place so you can find it easily. If you download all of this, we go back to Blender. So we are back to Blender. And the first thing we want to do is importing the oil barrel. So we need to go to File, Import, go to the OBJ, and go to the file where you download the oil barrel, the oil drum. So you click on it and you find the new OBJ. You click on it, import it, and now we have it over here. Okay, and now you can press N on your keyboard, and then we set all to 0, because if I turn this 0, the first thing we need to do is go to the edit mode, go select A, all, and then U, Smart, UV, and wrap. Now it's time for the fun part. We're gonna texture this oil barrel. You need the program Ucupaint. It's a free program. You can easily download it. Go to Edit, Preference, Add-ons, and type in Ucupaint. Then you can click Install, and then you have the free program Ucupaint. After that, you can press or N, and then go to Ucupaint and click on the Quick Ucupaint Node Setup. And when you're pressing OK, then we're already starting. When we go to the plus sign and we create a solid layer, press OK, don't matter the color at the moment. The first thing I want to do is giving this oil barrel a metal look. So what we're gonna do is go to the channel, and we open the channel. Then we go to clicking on the layer color, custom data, open image. And then we're gonna search up the texture, the metal texture. You download it. In my case, I need to go to desktop, fence, and then gonna press open image. And as you can see, we got already this texture on this oil barrel. So now when we pressing on this icon, we can click on the RGB curve and we can make it a little bit darker. So like this, right? Next thing we want to do is make a new solid layer. We make a new solid layer. We pressing just OK. We're gonna change the color just to see it's different, it's working. We need to go to the channel color again, clicking on the layer color again, go to the custom data, open image. Then I need to go to the folder where we got the rust texture. So in my case, it's over here. So I'm just clicking this rust, this one image, it's fine. So we open it and now you see you got rust all over the place, right? Next thing we want to do is enable roughness. Go to the custom value, set it to custom value. Then add bump and click on the minus. Now we want to click on the mask, new image mask, and we need to change it, the resolution over here, and we want to make it, change this to black. Because if you change this to black, you're gonna remove all the rust and only painting the rust. Clicking OK. So the next thing we want to do is importing the custom brush and using the custom brush so we can apply the rust. So first thing we need to do is go to Ctrl Tab and go to the texture paint. And now you see all those brushes. So we want to go to the brush heart, one of those, and we click duplicate asset. We give it a name, a rust brush. I give it this name, you can give it your own name. If you want to know how to create an asset library, I make another video about it on my channel. Watch that video if you don't know how to create an asset library. For now I save it and save it in the asset B library. And when I press save, you see we make a new one, but it has the same image. So we need to go to the right and go to the 2 icon right here. Then we go click on this icon and we go pressing edit preview image. So we go to the image you saved earlier. So in my case, it's somewhere here. Oh yeah, it's here. We click load preview image and now you see you got this custom image, but we need to do more. So what we need to do, we need to scroll down and we click to new. Then we go show texture in texture tab. Then we click on open and we go to the same folder. Then we're going to search up the same file, rust brush, and we click open image. So now it's setting up very well already. Next thing we want to do is scroll down and click on random, because if you don't use random, it's using like a stamp. It's one stamp, one way. But if you do random, it's random. So the first time it will be upside, then to the right, then to the left. So it's every time it's different. So I press this. So now we created our custom brush. So now we can look if it looks good. So with F, you can make it bigger and smaller. And when pressing X, you can see switched. And now you see it's looking already good. You see it's not looking like rust. So we need to change a couple of things. First thing we need to do is go to the vector. And we can scale it. So we click on this icon and now you see we can scale the texture right? And now you see it's already looking much better when we do this. We can play with the roughness and we can play with the bump. Now you see it's already looking very good. If you want to make this rust a little bit darker, you can add an RGB curve. You can see now it's a little bit darker. And now you can add the rust. We can make bigger. We can add it like this. So if you use the white, you're gonna apply it. When you switch it with X to black, in this case, you're gonna remove it. And some tricks you can do is lower the strength. So lower the strength, and then you can click on it, and you can see you can play with how it looks like, how the strength is. You can use the bump to invert. And you can combine this with another textures, because I did make a texture before from one of the pictures I make outside. This one example you see. So you can go back to the texture I make right now, and you can see if I apply this, we can make it bigger with F. And if I enable the metallic, you can see custom value, and you can change if it have a metal look or not. So you can make it like very dry rust. So you need to drag it to the left and make this roughness to the right. Then you got this real rust look. But if you want to make the oil pellet itself looking like metal, you go to this layer again, and then we can enable metallic, and then we can go to the custom value, and then you can play around with the roughness. So the roughness, if you turn down the roughness, you see it is more shiny, and you can play with the darkness from the RGB curve. That's the most important thing. You can play with the scale right here. You can play with a curve, adding an RGB curve and then change it, or you can play with the roughness and the metal, and you have also the bump as well. You can add, so you can see it's really adding. And sometimes a little bit is enough. So I turn this down right now, but you can add this. Now it's looking like a mess, but if you take the time, to add more, you're gonna see it's gonna look very good. So in this case, so you can play like almost all day how you want it. If you just make the size bigger or not, and you can. So and if I lower the strength, you can see that it's gonna go a little bit rusty to very rusty. So you can make the strength a little bit more. It's more subtle rust. So in this case, so if I make a large area with rust and then change the scale, you see how it changed. But if you change it too much, you make the scale too big, you see something that's not looking nice. So then you need to pull down, and now you see it's perfect. And then you can texturing again. So I did make a couple of brushes from the photos I made outside. You can do this as well. You can use the photos for free. Link in the description. You can use them and create your own brushes. So if I helped you or inspire you with this video, consider subscribing and help me growing here on YouTube so I can make more videos like this. I want to say thank you for watching, and maybe I see you in the next video.